Alrighty, we are live. Welcome everybody to week 5 of our 3PG UMP Hustlers. We are at our season finale here as we get ready for qualifying right now as we sit here and watch Tyler Bigford just getting everything unmuted. We have been live for about 15 to 20 minutes watching our UMP Hustler drivers practice at the moment. Looks like it's going to be your same typical few between your Colton Zimmers, your James Murphy's up there in the front. Tyler Bigford's going to be your first one to make a lap right now with a 13.14 who are sitting here on board. Looks like we've got two drivers on the track as I wait for them to register their times. Ty Williams is just behind him, and Dylan Patterson 0.3 of a second back as well. Everybody who hasn't been here before, Jesus Christ, I've been real sick. Everybody who hasn't been here before, these drivers are racing in a 10-week season, 5-week regular season, and 5-week playoff. We trim our field down to 12 drivers tonight as they're competing for over $600 in season payouts paid out to the top 12. As we wait and get ready to get started, it looks like we're starting to get more drivers coming out on the track right now. Let's take a look at the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Colton Zimmer makes his laps right now. He's going to be going around the low side of the track. Does he take the pole position? No, he does not. He is a 1/10 of a second back, and it looks like Brandon Marlowe just registered a 4th place time as well. Looks like all of our drivers are starting to break out on the track right now. Let's take a look at the number 99 car of Tristan Sykes. Dustin Price with your pole sitter right now with a 12.89. Let's take a look at that lap. Let's set that real quick. Pole setting lap here by Dustin Price, just overtaken by Matt Fletchell with the 12.86. We'll go ahead and check that out here in just a second. That's going to be what got Dustin Price to pole temporarily. Matt Fletchell beat it. No, he does not. Oh, looks like I ended up losing them on iRacing, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get caught up. It looks like James Murphy is on the track right now. James Murphy sitting 0.06 of a second behind our leader. Take a look at that on the scorecard right now. Sitting in your pole position is with the 12.86 is going to be Matt Fletchell. But between 1st through 13th through 14th, we are 0.11 of a second. That's a blink. We are a blink from 1st to 14th. I don't know what else to tell you guys, folks. It's going to be a heck of a race tonight as we trim our field down to 12 drivers. We got 15 in here ready to go, and I wonder who's going to take it. Who do you guys think it's going to be? First through... I mean, honestly, I can't tell you a driver that's not in this. What track is this? This track is Lima Land. As far as joining, this is a locked session tonight. Unfortunately, this is an invitational only league for our 3PG Hustlers. But we do run multiple recruitment races before every season, plenty of opportunities to jump in, and we do run multiple other events for everybody to run as well. As we sit here and take a look, your pole sitter is going to be Matt Fletchell. Outside pole for her pole for the first heat is going to be Daniel Brady, and it looks like we're advancing into the first heat now, so we'll go ahead and go into the score for those. See if we can get a better view. Alright, and I'll go over these the best I can with the overlays I got. Starting out in the pole sitter for your first heat, the number 26 car of Matt Fletchell. Sitting an outside pole is going to be the '07 car of Stephen Gaines. Sitting on the second row inside. Oh, I don't have his car. I clicked the 13 and the 13 is not who I expected it to be. I apologize to the NLRA driver. But sitting in your second row outside pole is going to be the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. We'll go ahead and get caught up. I was trying to get announced who it was in the back, but unfortunately their numbers show up different than their Trading Paints overlays. So we'll have to get that addressed at a later date. But coming in 1 to green right now, the number 26 car, Matt Fletchell, is going to lead him around the back stretch right now as we get ready to, or front stretch as we get ready to go 1 to green. And you might ask, this is a very cloudy day out here in northwestern Ohio. We have had a lot of storms, a lot of tornadoes, a lot of flooding. It has just been a heck of a time, and these drivers are going to have to experience it tonight. 75 laps in this A main as Matt Fletchell leads them down. We're going in week 5, our season finale. We are 3 wide already as Colton Zimmer's going to try to make it through the middle. Matt Fletchell's going to lead him around, takes a low line, and Stephen Gaines is going to try to make it work on the outside. Matt Fletchell will lead your first lap. Stephen Gaines and Colton Zimmer immediately move to that outside line, starting to push the cushion, and I think they're going to find some speed up there. Stephen Gaines is going to possibly make a run here in the next lap or two. 8 lap features tonight, and like I said, a 75 lap A main. There's going to be a lot of strategy involved in this one. Who do you guys think is going to win? It's hard to count anybody out, but Matt Fletchell is probably having his best race of the season right now, 5 laps in. Stephen Gaines is coming around on the outside. He's going to lead that lap. Stephen Gaines is another driver. That NLRA squad has been having a really good season over here at 3PG. A lot of strong drivers as they go 2 by 2 battling for first place. Take a look at the battle going on in the back. It looks like that was Michael Clark in that 13 car. It's the 19 on my screen. I apologize. Him and Colton get into each other. They touch. Colton touches with the car behind them. Do they make it? No, they're spinning. That is going to bring out our first caution of the night. It looks like Colton Zimmer involved. Michael Clark. Oh, unfortunate there. I think Tayton Sander unfortunately caught some of that as well. Let's take a look at what happened here. So it looks like from where this starts, Michael Clark throws a slider on Colton Zimmer. I don't know how much room they had to clear each other, but there was contact. After there was contact, Colton Zimmer got into the back at Tayton Sander, and unfortunately Colton Zimmer probably caught the worst end of that. Tayton Sander, it looks like he might be able to get around. I'm not sure if his right front is broken or not. Forgot about that. Can you tell how quiet these drivers have been tonight? We haven't heard a word. You know that's not going to happen over 75 laps, so I better get that off for everybody. Let's go ahead and get caught back up now. Alright. Sorry, I pressed one wrong button and the overlays just go crazy on me. White flag this time by Stephen Gaines is going to leave him around. Matt Fletchell's going to try to take it on the inside. Got one turn to do it. Is it enough? Oh my gosh, that's too close to call. Matt Fletchell. Holy crap, what a finish. Let's go ahead and watch that back real quick. Oh, we want to go to that. Hold on. We're going to all watch that back. What a finish that was. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from this view. This is the last lap. What a finish. Go ahead and get caught up with our second heat now. Starting on a pole of our second heat is going to be the number 96 car of Daniel Brady. Sitting in the outside pole is going to be the number 43 car of Grady Ehrman. Sitting in the second row inside is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. And sitting in your second row outside is going to be the number 99 car of Tristan Sykes. On the green this time by, Daniel Brady's going to lead him around. Who do you guys think is going to win this heat? My pick is going to be... Honestly, it's a very stacked heat. I think Grady Ehrman's going to get it done. Something tells me he's got it in him.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag racing this time by. Daniel Brady's going to kind of take it towards the middle. Grady Ehrman's going to ride the outside line, and James Murphy's going to go inside. Are we going to have 3 wide going lap 1? Maybe not. They're going pretty much single file, 3 wide actually going into turn 2. Everything starts to settle back up a little bit. Daniel Brady and Grady Ehrman throwing sliders back and forth on each other. James Murphy's trying to get into the mix, and as all of them fight, Tristan Sykes is right there as well. Honestly, the racing can't get much better than this. We are 3 laps of 8. Everybody jumping into the stream, welcome. We are live here at Third Party Gaming, live on TikTok every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. We are in week 5 of our 10-week season for our Third Party Gaming UMP Hustlers. This is the season finale though. After this, we cut the season down to our drivers down to 12, and we're going to go ahead and start our chase format of the playoffs for the remaining 5 weeks of the season. 3 laps to go this time by. Daniel Brady is sitting in the lead right now, but Grady Ehrman's doing everything he can to try to get around him. That outside line is fast, but it's still a 2-groove racetrack right now as we sit here and watch going white flag. Or 2 to go. Preliminary white flag call. Now we're going white flag 2x2 racing right now. Grady Ehrman's got a nice little 3/10 of a second lead. Much better than what it was a minute ago as they were door to door. Single file racing coming back to the line. Grady Ehrman, Daniel Brady, Tristan Sykes, James Murphy's your top 4. Tyler Bigford didn't make it out. And our race control, Troy Hart. I didn't realize I was still up. I couldn't even see that with the track on. Going into our third and final heat of the night, sitting on the pole is going to be the number 33 car of Dustin Price. Sitting in the first row outside is going to be the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Second row inside is going to be the number 37 car of Brandon Marlowe. Sitting on the outside row is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. And sitting in the third row inside, the number 18 car of Dylan Patterson. A lot of drivers in this heat with a lot to race for. All of these points matter, especially for this driver I'm looking at right now. He could use every point he can get. He's trying to move from 15th to at least 12th and make it into the playoffs. Do you guys think Dylan Patterson can do it? Go ahead and let me know in the chat real quick as we get ready to go 1 to green. A lot of strong cars in this race. A lot of new faces we've seen this season as well. Dustin Price is a new face we've seen, but we also got a lot of 3PG veterans in here as well. It's like Jacob Lassiter, Ty Williams, Brandon Marlowe, and Dylan Patterson. So how is Dustin going to face against all these veteran competition? Or is he going to show them that new is better? We come down the back stretch right now. Let's go ahead and get zoomed out a little bit as we get ready to go green. Here we go, green flag racing as Dustin Price leads him down the front stretch. Jacob Lassiter is going to take the outside line. Ty Williams is going to follow behind him, and Dylan Patterson is going to see what he can do. Looks like the outside line is starting to come in. Dustin Price, Jacob Lassiter, Brandon Marlowe, but I think Ty Williams is going to make it around him in a lap or two. Laps in of this 8-lap heat, still sitting comfortably in the lead right now. It's going to be Dustin Price. Jacob Lassiter's doing everything he can to try to catch up. Not to mention you got a two-way fight for third between Brandon Marlowe and Ty Williams. Halfway through our third heat as we get ready for our A main 75 laps tonight. Who do you guys think is going to win that? Got a lot of big names in this race, to be honest with you. Dustin Price has been making a name for himself. Ty Williams is a multiple time winner here at 3PG. Dylan Patterson has made multiple playoff and championship fours with 3PG. They've got a lot of big hitters in this heat. Two laps to go this time by. Dustin Price is still going to lead him around, but we pretty much got a three-way fight going on for second right now between Jacob Lassiter, Ty Williams, and Brandon Marlowe. Ty Williams is trying to see what he can do. He started in fourth. He's trying to make his way to second to get a good position going into the feature. White flag this time by. If he's going to do it, he's got to do it right now. Ooh, he gets into the back of Jacob Lassiter. Jacob gets into the back of Brandon Marlowe as they come around. Dylan Patterson hits the tires. And that's how our heat's going to end for the third heat. Dustin Price, Ty Williams, Jacob Lassiter, Brandon Marlowe, and Dylan Patterson. As we get ready for our warm-up, it is customary here at 3PG that we start out before the A main with a 4-wide salute. All the drivers who have had the opportunity to make it into the league and make it into the A main, we want to be involved in this, so they are going to get lined up on the back stretch, and we will get started with our 4-wide salute. As we wait, all the drivers are almost out here right now. Like I said, 75 lap A main tonight. Multiple heavy hitters like Matt Fletchell, Grady Ernman, Dustin Price, Stephen Gaines, and Daniel Brady as your top 5. That's just a stacked lobby in itself. We get ready to get lined up and go around right now. Much better pictures of them coming around right now, and this is going to be your third party gaming UNP Hustlers, everybody, for your season finale Giving out your customary 4-wide salute to everybody here in Lima Land, Ohio. Blimp's not very good because we have so much fog out here tonight, but from the third-party gaming chopper you can get a view with the 4-wide salute here we got now. And here they go. It is customary after we do this for about 3 or 4 laps, we go ahead and let them turn it loose. And that's usually about what happens. About 5 or 6 of them end up collecting it in turn 1 and 2, but he's going to end up leading it for a warm-up lap. Grady Erdman and Ty Williams. At this point, the track is open as we get ready to go for our feature race tonight. Who do you guys think is going to win? Like I said, Stephen Gaines, Tristan Sykes could even make an appearance. I mean, honestly, even after this warm-up, as we're looking at everybody start to make quick times, everybody's about 1 to 2 tenths of a second off of each other. This is anybody's race. There's not many iRacing sessions that I can go into where I can genuinely say 1st through 15th has a good chance of winning. Your pole sitter, as of right now, hasn't made a lap yet. I'm sitting there looking at Matt Fletchel sitting in 15th place. Take a look at the onboard of James Murphy right now. Very muddy place over at Lima Land right now. They have taken a lot of rain. That track is holding a lot of moisture, but once you get this many cars out there racing for so long, it's going to slick up eventually. So we get to our checkered flag of our warm-up and we get ready for 75 laps. Is it going to be quick or is it going to be brutal? But in 3PG session, we don't know, and we're going to find out as we get ready to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup. Alright, I'm waiting on our pole sitter to join. Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and go into this. Starting on the pole for our regular season finale, the number 26 car, Matt Fletchel. Sitting on the outside pole is going to be the number 43 car of Grady Erdman. Sitting in third is going to be the number 33 of Dustin Price. Second row outside is going to be the number 07 of Stephen Gaines. Rounding out your top 5 is going to be the number 96 of Daniel Brady. Sitting in 6th place is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in 7th is going to be the number 13 of Michael Clark. Sitting in 8th is going to be the number 99 of... I clicked that wrong. It is not Dustin Price. I apologize. Tristan Sykes. Sitting in 9th is going to be the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 7 of Tayton Sander. Sitting in 11th is going to be the 65 of James Murphy. Sitting in 12th will be the 37 of Brandon Marlowe. Colton Zimmer, your points leader right now, is sitting in the 13th position. Tyler Bickford will be sitting in 14th. And rounding out the field will be the number 18 car of Dylan Patterson, sitting in 15th. It looks like a penalty was given to Michael Clark. He is sitting in the back right now as Matt Fletchel is going to lead him down as we're going green flag racing. Ty Williams ended up getting a heck of a start. That must have been what lined up after the invert, so I must have miscalled that invert. I do apologize not going down to get that. It's crazy how long you broadcast your own race and you forget there was an invert. Looks like Ty Williams, Daniel Brady, Dustin Price, Stephen Gaines were the biggest recipients of all that. Matt Fletchell, it looks like, is blinking a little bit. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leader. 75 laps in, a lot of crazy racing going on in the back. Let's go ahead and get caught back up on this. So looking at Jacob Lassiter in that 5th place position. Outside of him, you got Tristan Sykes and James Murphy. James Murphy started toward the back of the field, and he's already starting to make his way up. And he's sitting in 9th right now, but one good run, he's going to get up to about 7 or 6. Another person to watch in the back is going to be the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Colton Zimmer knows it's a 75 lap race. You really just got to pick your drivers apart, you know, here and there. You don't got to really rush this at all, as long as you don't get lapped, and there, you know, there's going to be a couple cautions. You're going to be just fine and good to go. Dusty racetrack right now. Like I said, they got a lot of rain out there, a lot of wind from all the tornadoes out in Ohio, but with all these modifieds out here all night long, it's starting to get dusty and it's starting to get really dry. It's getting hard to even see these drivers on the track right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cockpit of James Murphy as he's working his way through the field. As you can see, there's not much of a gap between James Murphy and that 9th place position all the way up to 1st. I mean, we're talking about 2 seconds really. It's not too much of a gap. A lot of room can be made, and that inside line really seems like it's starting to make up a little bit of speed. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leader, Ty Williams. Starting to pull away a little bit. We're talking about a second ahead of our 2nd place position, Daniel Brady, right now, as it looks like Daniel Brady and Dustin Price are going to be fighting for that 2nd place spot. Excuse me, not to mention you got Stephen Gaines trying to make it a 3-wide battle as he moves to the outside line following behind Dustin Price. And you know who loves to see that? Ty Williams. The more those guys fight, the quicker Ty's going to get away. But everybody's starting to make it through as we're 12 laps through of a 75 lap A main. I know there's a lot of blinking going on the broadcast, but it's just how it is, unfortunately, when you're looking at this many cars go this far and there's this much graphical rendering going on sometimes. They're not actually blinking on their screens. We have admin watching for drivers who are blinking, causing accidents. Like, for example, I don't think Stephen Gaines was probably blinking right there, but as we move through the race, you guys will kind of notice that through and through. As we're sitting here 15 laps in, we got our very first yellow of the night, yellow flag. Was it Brandon Marlowe? I see him toward the back. Oh yeah, holy yellow. So it looks like it's in front of him. Zimmer, maybe? It looks like Zimmer's potentially involved. Murphy, maybe? What happens from Murphy's point of view? Looks like Tyler Bigford got into the back at James Murphy. Let's see if I can get on his screen and kind of see what happened from there. And that's what ended up causing that first caution. See if we can get a better look from here. Slow-mo it. Yeah, it looks like he got into the left rear of James Murphy, caused a domino effect. Colton Zimmer got into the back of him. Dylan Patterson potentially was picked up in that. Looks like maybe even Brandon Marlowe, that is, back there. A lot of cars getting piled up there in the back. Go ahead and get caught back up with our leader right now, Ty Williams, sitting in 1st place. I really didn't expect him to be winning this race potentially. 15 laps in of our 75 lap feature. Ty Williams was one of the residential sprint guys for 3PG at one point, but it found out he apparently is pretty good in them late models as well. But guess who else is no slouch? You got Dustin Price sitting on that outside pole trying to make something happen, and Daniel Brady sitting in the 2nd row inside, and Grady Ernman. You got an NLRA squad sitting around Ty Williams. Who's going to be able to make it around first on this green flag lap? Let's find out. Green, 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 green.
Green, green, green.
Ty Williams going to go on that outside line. Dustin Price went to the inside. They pretty much crisscrossed as they come out of turn 2. That outside line is looking to be pretty quick as Ty Williams and Grady Ernman really making some ground out there right now. 2x2 racing going all the way through the field, first through all the way through 15th as we go into turn 3 and 4. Ty Williams is still going to lead him around. It's hard to take your eyes off anywhere of this race, but we're going to stay up here for the front right now. We got a three-way battle for first going between Ty Williams, Dustin Price, and Stephen Gaines. Every driver's trying to do what they can. They got to think about their tire game as well. You kind of want to save your tires a little bit. You don't want to completely burn them all, but you got to remember it's 75 laps, and everybody in here is a relatively decent driver. If we have a long green flag run, are you going to regret saving those tires? We'll have to sit here and find out. Ty Williams, it looks like he's doing everything he can to try to push ahead as he's 5, 6, 7 tenths of a second ahead right now. Dustin Price. Stephen Gaines is starting to make that outside line work. I think he's going to make it around in second and try to make a run at Ty, though. As he is, he's coming around right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at Stephen Gaines from his point of view. As you can see, that is the difference between first and second for your regular season finale here at Lima Land over in Ohio. 23 laps in of our 75 lap A main. Ty Williams is your leader, Stephen Gaines in second, Dustin Price right behind him in third, Daniel Brady in fourth, and Tristan Sykes rounding out your top 5. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tristan Sykes and kind of see what he's dealing with right now. So he's trying to make that outside line work just like Ty and Dustin and Stephen Gaines. Who is that in front of him? Daniel Brady. Daniel's trying to make the inside work. Oh, it looks like he gets into the wall. A couple cars get inside him, and that is literally the difference between maybe running in 4th or 5th and dropping back to about 6th or 7th. That is going to be our second yellow of the night. It looks like the 19 of Michael Clark is potentially involved, or 13, I mean. Looks like from what I can see, I'm not sure if Michael Clark ended up braking going into turn 3, I think this was. Turn 1, I mean. Looks like him and Zimmer get into each other. Michael Clark breaks the left front and gets into the wall in turn 1. That's what it is. I couldn't see that before. All that dust is hard to see until you get right behind it. Alright, let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders. Still sitting in that first place position is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in that outside pole is going to be the number 07 of Stephen Gaines. Second row inside will be the 33 of Dustin Price. Daniel Brady will be sitting in that 4th place position. And Tristan Sykes is still going to be rounding out your top 5. 43 of Grady Ernman in 6th. Peyton Sanders in that 7 car will be in 7th. Man, that's pretty cool. Dylan Patterson, the big beneficiary of these past few laps, sitting in 8th. He needs a strong run today for the playoffs. 65, James Murphy will be in 9th. And the 51 of Jacob Lassiter will be sitting, rounding out your top 10. Your original quick time and qualifying, Matt Fletchel, sitting in 11th. Got a blinking problem, it looks like. The 20 car of Colton Zimmer sitting in 12th. And then looks like Brandon Marlowe, Michael Clark, and Tyler Bigford rounding out your final 15. As we get ready to go green flag racing, Ty Williams is going to get ready and lead them around. Who do you guys think is going to win this race? We are officially 1/3 of the way done. 25 laps in of our 75 lap race. This is only our second caution of the night. It has been a pretty interesting race from start to finish. A lot of hard, intense racing as we get ready to go green flag racing. Looks like we are going 1 to go this time by as we get ready to get lined up to go green. As you see, everybody starting to bundle up 2 by 2, getting caught up on the outside. Ty Williams, Stephen Gaines, Dustin Price, Daniel Brady, Tristan Sykes is your top 5. Here we go.
Green flag.
Stephen Gaines with a really good start, keeps up pretty much door to door with Ty. Ty Williams tries to throw a slider, get on the outside. Stephen Gaines crosses over. We're 2 by 2 going to the 3. Ty Williams comes down with the crossover. He's going to lead that first lap after our second caution of the night. Stephen Gaines is still trying to make that outside work. Here comes caution number 3, though. As I take a look, it looks like Tayton Sanders potentially is a car involved. Let's go ahead and view back and see what happened. Oh. Contact in front of them, so that's going to be... Looks like Dustin Price and Grady Erdman ended up getting into each other, and that's going to be what started that domino effect. So we sit here and take a look as we go into slow motion. Yeah, it looks like Dustin Price and Grady Erdman were both fighting for the outside line. There wasn't enough line for both of them, and that just created the domino that happened behind them. Go ahead and get a better view, and we'll kind of play it again. Is there a rear one?
Hang on, we're not going green.
Yeah, there ain't really a good one I can get. We'll go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we get ready to go green flag racing. As you can see, that track is starting to slick up. It is starting to get insanely dry out there, and we still got almost 60% of this race still to run. We're getting ready to go 1 degree this time by now. Race control was probably trying to make a call on that previous caution. Thankfully for iRacing, we have a million different cameras and every different way we can view an angle if we need to. Ty Williams is going to get ready as we lead him down the stretch 1 to green. Looks like Ty Williams got a much better start that time, and Stephen Gaines tries to make it around the outside. He gets into the wall a little bit. It's going to give Ty a little bit of an opening as he takes the outside going to the 3. Daniel Brady, as you see in that pink 96 car, is trying to make his way on the inside. He's able to get around for 3rd. Dylan Patterson sitting in that 4th place position. Like I said, that was a car hanging out in the back. Could have been saving tires this whole time. He really needs a strong finish here to make our top 12. James Murphy is another car that was hanging out toward the back for a long time, and he is starting to make his way up through as well. As we got a battle for first right now between Stephen Gaines and Ty Williams. It's pretty much slider after slider in every turn. Stephen Gaines will throw it here. I think Ty Williams is going to go inside. He is. And Ty's going to throw his, and here comes Stephen on the inside. Every time they do that, it's starting to create an opening. Daniel Brady's starting to make his way up there with Dylan Patterson and James Murphy. We got a 2-way battle for first and a 3-way battle for second, or third. Like I said, we got a lot of unique angles here at 3PG. Ooh, it looks like they touched. There's damage. potential damage. It looks like they get into each other. A lot of bumping going into our leader. Ty Williams and Steven end up getting into the wall. They bump each other. It looks like they ended up making it somewhat clean, and Steven Gaines is going to be your new leader. As I change a camera angle, something happens as we're 37 laps in of our 75 lap feature. Like I said, two-way battle going on for first, and then you got a three-way battle for third going on behind him. Dylan Patterson starting to make his way into the mix on the outside line, going around Daniel Brady and James Murphy in one turn. A lot of speed from Dylan Patterson tonight as he's really making his way through the field. He started out in the back. He's going to be our hard charger for sure if he keeps it up, trying to make his way on the outside and try to get around for second. Steven Gaines is starting to make pretty good headwind around for the lead right now, sitting about 4 or 5 tenths of a second ahead of Ty Williams. Just ended up getting that about 2-3 laps ago. If he can end up getting away, that would really be a big benefit to him as we are halfway through our A main here in Lima Land, Ohio.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We got our fourth yellow of the night. Let's go ahead and see the cars involved. Looks like the 99, Tristan Sykes is one of them. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my, what a crash. Alright. Slow it down, Ray. Oh. So it looks like the 99 of Tristan Sykes ends up getting into the front stretch wall. That causes him and the 42 to get into each other. More contact by those two, unfortunately, and that ends up causing a domino effect, and that's going to end up being what causes our fourth caution of the night. The 33, 42, and 99 were all involved. We'll go ahead and watch this back in full race time one more time, and we'll get caught back up with our leaders. Very unfortunate there for those three drivers, unfortunately, as we are halfway through our 75 lap feature. Let's go ahead and get caught back up. We got a new leader. It was Ty Williams for this whole entire race. Now it's Steven Gaines. Ty Williams sitting in that second place spot. Dylan Patterson in the 18 car sitting in third place. Daniel Brady is still working in the top 5, sitting in fourth. And James Murphy has worked his way through the field halfway through. The number 65 is back and working his way toward victory lane. He is sitting in fifth as we get ready to go green. Who do you guys think is going to win this race? My official prediction, I'm going to go ahead and type it in the chat right now. I'm going with James Murphy. He is my pick damn near every weekend. He's going to get it. I believe in him. He's sitting in fifth place. He's going to get it done. Who do you guys think is going to win? Go ahead and let me know in the chat, and we'll see who's right over here at the end. So we're halfway through our 75 lap A main here at Lima Land for our 3PG Hustlers. For everybody wondering what we got going on next week, we got round 1 of our third-party gaming UMP Hustlers playoffs. Round 1 is going to be a 2-week season. Oh, excuse me. Round 1 is going to be a 2-week season of the top 12 playoff drivers. From there, we're going to cut the top 12 to 8. Week 6 and round 1 of the playoffs is going to be at Lucas Oil. Lucas Oil had one of the best races we had of the season last year with 2 and 3 wide racing pretty much the whole time. Kind of like this one is led up to be as we get ready to go green now.
Green flag, green flag.
Great start by Steven Gaines. Ty Williams goes around the inside. Looks like him and Dylan Patterson had some contact as they bottle up on the inside. Steven Gaines got a real clean run. He's going to comfortably lead this first lap after our caution. Ty Williams in second, Dylan Patterson in third, James Murphy in fourth. James Murphy's still sitting on that inside line just like it was when I watched him at the beginning of the race. He's really trying to see if he can make it work. Dylan Patterson sitting on the outside with our leaders Ty Williams and Steven Gaines. 2x2 racing going from the front all the way to the back for the most part. Like I said, everybody from first all the way to 15th could have won this thing. Dylan Patterson was your 15th place qualifier. He's sitting in 3rd. Your pole sitter, Matt Fletchell, sitting in 7th right now. It's amazing how good all these drivers are, and anything can happen, especially as the track slicks up. 32 laps to go. A driver I haven't talked about too much today, Brandon Marlowe. Brandon Marlowe is one of our 3 PG Hustler veterans that we've had in here for a long time. I believe it was 3 seasons ago. He actually got 2nd place in our late model championship. So someone who's been around with us for a long time. As you can see, he's got a heck of a view going into these turns. Brandon Marlowe is sitting in that 9th place position, but there is the difference between 9th place and 1st. It's really not too much. It's pretty much a straightaway. Looks like Brandon Marlowe ended up getting bumped as someone's throwing a slider on him right now. That's going to be the number 43 car of Grady Ehrman. And the yellow flag is going to be out right there. It looks like Grady Ehrman was involved in that. Unfortunately, his car is going to be upside down. Let's take a look and see what happened. It looks like that's what ended up bringing out our caution for the night, and that's what ended up getting him tipped over. I was kind of wondering what happened there. And that'll be our 5th caution of the night. Go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders again. .29 laps to go of our 75 lap A main here at Lima Land. Sitting in 1st place is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in 2nd is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. Sitting in 3rd was Stephen Gaines, but I think he went to the pits to get repairs. So sitting in 3rd is going to be the number 18 car of Dylan Patterson. Sitting in 4th is going to be the 96 of Daniel Brady. Sitting in 5th is going to be the number 13 car of Tyler Bigford. Sitting in 6th will be the 26 of Matt Fletchell. Sitting in 7th will be the number 19 of Michael Clark. Sitting in 8th will be the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. Sitting in 9th will be the 99 of Tristan Sykes. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 07 of Stephen Gaines, who just made his way back onto the track. As we get ready to go on to green right now, we're just under 30 laps left of our 75 lap feature. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Ty Williams has been a strong competitor, but James Murphy and Dylan Patterson have worked their way all the way from the back. Who do you guys think is going to win? Green flag racing, here we go. James Murphy's going to try to make his way around the outside as Ty Williams leads him around in the turn 1 and 2. We already got a spin in the back, we got a caution. That's going to be the 26 of Matt Fletchell who was involved in that. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's see if it was him or if there was influence. We'll go ahead and slow-mo that for everybody. I don't know if that was him that got into Tyler Bigford in front of him, or I don't know if Tyler Bigford just kind of completely throwing it on the outside. I don't know if that kind of influenced everything. Maybe there was some tire spinning. You guys be the call on that one. That might be something we take a video of and we'll put on social media and let you guys be race control. Let me go ahead and get a good view for you.
Hang on, we're not going green.
28 laps to go of our 75 lap feature. Ty Williams is going to be your leader at the moment. James Murphy sitting in that second place position. Dylan Patterson rounding out your top three right now. Tyler Bigford scored as, Daniel. Bleh. Yep, Tyler Bigford scored as fourth right now, and Daniel Brady rounding out your top five. Sorry, I had a complete brain fart. Could not talk. I don't know what happened there. But you know what I do know? Sitting in your sixth place position is, I do not think, Matt Fletchel. I think it's going to be Michael Clark. Yep, Michael Clark is going to be sitting in sixth place with Jacob Lassiter sitting in seventh. We'll have to wait for iRacing to catch up because that overlay is not correct. I do apologize. Our top 5 is correct, but our top 10 is a little mixed up. Alright, we should be just about done pacing, as I imagine we have got everything completely straightened out as we get ready to go 1 to green here in the next lap or two. One to green this time by as we got Ty Williams and James Murphy leading them around. Dylan Patterson sitting in that third place spot. And it looks like that's going to be Michael Clark sitting in fourth. Flag racing as we come around into turn 2. Ty Williams and James Murphy's going to lead them around. A little bit of contact going on in the front between Michael Clark and Ty Williams. James Murphy's going to be your leader with 26 to go. Three wide racing going on in the back right now. Or not in the back, but going on for second as James Murphy's starting to try to check out. Michael Clark, Dylan Patterson, and Ty Williams are all fighting for second. Jacob Lassiter is starting to make his way through right now and make his hat in the mix. A lot of really tight racing going on in the back right now. Pretty much second all the way back to about 8th or 9th. There's a 2 to 3 way battle going on right now. You know what's not going on? James Murphy battling anybody. He is starting to check out. Let's take a look at him real quick as he is about 4 or 5/10 of a second ahead even in the entry of the corner. Really strong performance from him, coming with just 22 laps to go. Go ahead and get a look going at our battle for fourth right now between Jacob Lassiter and Dylan Patterson. Daniel Brady trying to throw his hat into the mix on that as well, as we have our next caution of the night, and I'm not exactly sure where that one is. Let me see if I can go ahead and catch that. I might have missed it. Not really sure. Oh, is it Stephen Gaines? Oh yeah, it looks like what it was. It looks like Matt Fletchel and Stephen Gaines ended up getting into the back of each other. Or Matt Fletchel and Stephen Gaines essentially got to the same part of the track, were both fighting for the same lane, and they both pretty much took each other out. Go ahead and get caught back up with our leader, the number 65 car of James Murphy. Like I said, guys, who did I say was going to win this thing? I picked James Murphy. I got a timestamp on the chat, and I stand by the freaking thing. I think he's going to do it. We got 20 laps to go. Again, guys, who do you think is going to win this race? We'll go ahead and go over our top 5 real quick. Sitting in first place is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. Sitting in second is going to be the 19 car of Michael Clark. Sitting in third was your pole sitter for this race after the invert, the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in fourth place, your 15th position starter, the number 18 car of Dylan Patterson. Or what about rounding out your top 5, the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Sitting in 6th is going to be the number 96 of Daniel Brady. Brandon Marlowe will be in your 7th place position. Rounding out 8th will be the 99 of Tristan Sykes. Sitting in 9th will be the 7 of Tayton Sander. And sitting in 10th will be the 33, well, nope, he's not in here, he's in the pits. So it'll be the number 43 car of Grady Erdman. We go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we get ready to go green flag, as we have 20 laps to go in our 75 lap A main. James Murphy was my pick to win this race, and he's sitting as your leader right now, but Michael Clark is sitting in that second place position, and if he's got anything to say about it, he's going to pass him on the outside here in about 5 seconds as we get ready to go 1 to green. I say 5 seconds, but it'd probably be more like 25 seconds with this way fast as we're going. These cars are pacing at about 40 to 45 miles an hour, but they'll get upwards of 100 if you give them enough space going down the straightaway right in the outside line. Pace cars off the track as James Murphy's going to lead them around, and green flag racing. Here we go. James Murphy's going to go on the outside line. It looks like him and Michael Clark get into each other. We already got a spin going on the back, and we got our 7th caution of the night. 99 car of Tristan Sykes looks like got into the back of Matt Fletchel potentially. Could have been vice versa. Let's go ahead and take a look. Matt Fletchel may not even be involved. Alright, everybody. UB Race Control, let me know what you guys think happened. Looks like the 99 of Tristan Sykes gets into the 96 of Daniel Brady, and it kind of causes a domino effect. A couple cars avoided it on the outside, and Matt Fletchel destroyed his bumper getting into him, unfortunately. Those 2 cars definitely got the brunt end of that stick. So we go ahead and get caught back up with our leader again, James Murphy. Everybody in the Tick Stop stream, Brady Shiver, Zombus, welcome everybody. Everybody give a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you would like. Follow the channel. Any follow engagement or anything like that is appreciated. as we are 20 laps to go of our 75 lap feature. Do you guys think we will get a green flag run and this is going to end here in the next maybe 10-15 minutes? What do you guys think? We do have a 60-minute counter on the features. Let's go ahead and take a look at where we are on time real quick. We are at the 37-minute mark. So what that means is in 23 minutes, if this race is not complete, this race will end on time based on positioning. We don't have to deal with that very often. That's usually not something that ever comes into play, but it's definitely an interesting factor to think about as we get ready to go 19 laps to go. Thank you for the likes, those are appreciated as well. Like I said, we are 20 laps to go of a 75 lap A main as we get ready to go on the green here in the next lap or two. James Murphy and Michael Clark are going to be your leaders. Ty Williams sitting in third, Dylan Patterson still in fourth, Daniel Brady sitting in that 5th place spot. On the green this time by. We are getting ready to finally go green flag racing. James Murphy will be your leader, Michael Clark in second, Ty Williams in third, and Dylan Patterson in fourth. Who do you guys think is going to win it? Let me know in the chat, everybody, as we get ready to go. And what would Darrell Waltrip say? Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing as James Murphy leads him around in the third number one. Michael Clark trying to make that outside line work as you got Ty Williams and Jacob Lassiter trying to work the inside. Who's going to make it around? That's the first place. James Murphy will lead you first lap after caution. 17 laps to go this time by. James Murphy and Michael Clark are now your two cars fighting for the leader. We have had multiple two-car battles. It seems like it started out with Ty Williams and Stephen Gaines. Now it's James Murphy and Michael Clark battling it out for the lead. Dylan Patterson and Jacob Lassiter sitting in third and fourth. And as you can see, Ty Williams is starting to drop back. It looks like Ty, unfortunately, might have been, using a lot of tires toward the beginning, and there's just not much left here toward the end. Dylan Patterson, another one of those cars, giving everything he can to try to make it into that top three. He's trying to do everything he can. He needs a really good finish and a little bit of help to go from 15th to 12th and make it into our playoffs, but this is a hell of a showing to do it. James Murphy and Michael Clark are fighting for your lead, but Dylan's doing everything he can to try to catch Michael. If he hits the wall a couple more times, he might do it, though. Every time Michael hits that wall, Dylan's gaining about a tenth or two, and James is starting to check out as we go ahead and get pulled up. Haven't given much love to the number 7 car of Tayton Sanders tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look from his point of view as holy crap, it is Dusty. He is sitting in that 9th place position. Looks like he's blinking a little bit, so let's go ahead and get behind him to Dustin Price. Dustin Price gets into the wall. Looks like he's able to keep it going and get back around. Let's take a look at Daniel Brady in the 96 car. Daniel Brady's sitting in that 11th place position, and your top 10 is literally in front of you. Everything you see, that is your top 10. Literal 2 to 3 wide racing going all the way through the track, other than your top 3. As you can see, the number 65 car, James Murphy, a lot of clean air in front of him compared to everybody else I just looked at. A lot of clean air. Michael Clark in that 19 car trying to do what he can to catch James Murphy, but what I wanted to more show you is first, second, and third here with Ty Williams is starting to become a single file race. So we are 65 laps complete of our 75 lap feature, 9 laps to go. As you can take a look at onboard, Dylan Patterson looking at our battle for 4th place. Almost essentially, you got 5 cars right there all battling for 4th. third. 7 laps to go this time by. We got 2x2 racing going on for 4th and 6th. Excuse me, everybody. It's been a very long night for 75 laps, but it looks like everything's finally starting to settle out. James Murphy's sitting as your leader right now as he's going around the backstretch going into turn 3. Michael Clark is going to be 2 seconds behind him, with Ty Williams sitting in that 3rd place spot. Brandon Marlowe is going to be sitting in 4th as of right now. It looks like he was able to get around Dylan Patterson. And Dylan Patterson's rounding out your top 5, doing everything he can to try to make his way into the playoffs. 5 laps to go, and look who it is. The 65 car of James Murphy trying to make it 2 wins in 3 weeks. We didn't run last week, unfortunately, because the ravaged storms that actually ran through Cincinnati and northeastern Ohio and Michigan actually took my power out for about 4 days. So I unfortunately wasn't able to broadcast. We couldn't do race control. It's me and my brother race control, both in the same house. So it made things really difficult. But we're sitting here with 2 laps to go. It's going to be the comeback kid. The guy from the back, the underdog. The guy who has been wanting to get a championship since last season, since Zimmer got it from him. He's really wanted to make a strong showing, and he's, I believe, going to be your regular season points champion. Number 65, James Murphy is your winner. Rounding out your top 3 is going to be the number 19 car of Michael Clark and the number 37 car of Brandon Marlowe. Sitting in 4th is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams, and sitting in 5th place is going to be the Dylan Patterson machine, the number 18 car. I will keep everybody posted on who is going to be in our top 12. We will have that posted in the Discord, but let me go ahead and get caught up with our top 3 as we get ready for post-race interviews. Give me 1 second, everybody. There we go. Alright, everybody, sorry for the wait. We are back for our postseason finale for the regular season here for our third party gaming UNP Hustlers. We do have two of our top three drivers. Brandon Marlowe was not able to make it. It looks like he is over talking potentially with race control, might be in the infield pits, could be grabbing a beer. We weren't able to catch up with him quick enough. So we're going to talk to our top two, starting with the number 19 car, or 13 car, I keep looking at the overlay wrong. Michael Clark. Michael, first off, I just want to say congratulations. I don't think I've seen you in the at least top two or three in the past couple weeks, so a really strong showing, especially to end the season. I'm pretty sure you're also one of the playoff cars as well now. How's it feel to be going into the playoffs?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. We had a rough few weeks there. Just missed some things on the setup. The tracks didn't set up to how I thought they were going to, so I missed the setups a little bit, and then you get put back, and it's easy to move forward sometimes, and other times it's not, and you just take that risk. Tonight it played out. I took that EOL, and it played out, and I was able to pass some cars tonight. But those other weeks, I wasn't so fortunate. So
Well, I tell you what,
it definitely feels good.
we'll just imitate the weather because we did it how it was in Ohio here actually last week, like 30, 40 mile an hour winds, super rainy. We tried to imitate the tornado, but we went with fog. It was close enough. But I tell you what, if we just make that racetrack like that every time, you'll be set for podiums. It sounds like. You got any
Well,
spot?
listen. I was going down the back stretch, and I know when these things get slick, the dust kicks up, and I was going down the back stretch while pacing. I saw the dust kick up, and I saw it blow straight away. I was like, the wind is up, like it's up there. Uh, but yeah, I just want to thank NLRA. Nick, he does a whole lot for us over there. DQ Speed, Fusion Setup Shop, Stephen Gaines Consulting, uh, Speed by Clark, All Out Graphics. There's so many people that are on the team and go in to make us a little bit faster and make our cars look good and everything. And I just can't thank all of them enough. So big shout out to all of them. I know I'm forgetting something. Um, and then shout out to you guys for putting it on, and congrats on James to the win.
We appreciate you as well. And it looks like we got one question from the chat as well. What is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Uh, I
Or
mean,
what is the best breakfast cereal? It's the same thing. What is the best breakfast cereal?
I I think we got to go Lucky Charms here. You know, those marshmallows, you can't beat them.
So, like the normal ones or the all marshmallow ones?
I mean, either or. I like the marshmallows personally, but some regular little cereal in there to mix it up. It's a good it's a good breakfast cereal.
I don't know if I agree with that, but we'll let social media decide after. I'm sure I'm going to ask this question to James, and we'll see. I'll give my take on what I think after as well. But that's going to be your second place finisher, everybody, Michael Clark.
Sound like a Raisin Baron guy.
Oh no, oh no.
All right, appreciate it, Juice.
Yep. All right, and now for our first place finisher, James Murphy. James, I tell you what, I need to, like you said, I need to just start picking you every single race. Two of the past 3 weeks I've picked you, you've won. You think this is going to be the year?
I sure hope so. We was decent last season and just choked on the last race, but we've been decent. And I sucked tonight early. I actually sucked in my qualifying and heat race, but I was able to find something in the main. I got down about a mute tires, and I think it might have been the only one doing it. And I just picked them off one at a time. And I seen with Steven and Ty were starting to get into it, so I just decided to stick to it and stay clear of all that mess. And I don't know what happened with him, but Steven ended up dropping out, and I hate that. And I was able to pass Ty and just kind of get out in front and hold on to it.
Yeah, like I was saying with Michael, I'm sure I'm going to see some interesting protests. And I have a feeling both of those drivers you just said I'm going to see involved in that as well. But you had a heck of a race start to finish, and I mean, you're pretty much ready to go going into these playoffs. I haven't looked at it officially, but I'm pretty sure you are the back-to-back regular season champions for us. Because I think you won it last year as well.
Yes, I think so. Maybe it was close. I think.
But yeah, yes it is. I just looked at it officially. It's going to be James Murphy as your season 5 regular season champion. James, I know you got a few sponsors you want to thank, but I do got one more question. We're going to interview Dylan Patterson here in a minute. Do you think he finished high enough to make the playoffs?
I hope so. You know, it's always good to get a teammate in there with you. And we've been working together, and I've been helping him out with some setups and stuff. He's been getting a lot better, so I'm really hoping he has.
I could tell there was at one point I was commenting, your cards looked almost identical. I think it was around lap 40 or 50 or so. We're pretty much going single file right behind each other. You guys got a heck of a run. We'll go ahead and thank the sponsors that help you guys out.
Yeah, thank y'all for putting all this stuff on. Everybody with Twisted Speed, with a new speed shop, I hope and build the setups. Everybody with League of Outlaws and Talking Dirt.
Perfect, and we appreciate you as well. And that's going to be your first place finisher, season 5 regular season champion. And if you want my opinion, the favorite going into the playoffs, James Murphy. We'll go ahead and get you two out of here, and we're going to go ahead and get one more interview tonight. We're going to get caught up with our hard charger and potential 12th place playoff participant, Dylan Patterson.
Pretty sure we tied for hard charger.
You guys might have. I'll have to truly look at that, but I will meet
can
up with
have
you
it.
guys
He
here in a
deserves
few. Here he is. I gotta find his car. I gotta give you your official interview. You've earned it in true 3PG fashion. How does it feel to potentially be in the playoffs, Dylan? I'm not sure if you made it.
Off the calculations that
I think he made it. We were all just
based
talking
off of
about
me
it.
and Ty
I think it's
Williams's
going to be close.
calculations, by mine and Ty Williams' calculations, I missed it by 5.
5
5
points. Really?
One
Well, here-
spot out, but I kept telling him let's wait and see what the official points result.
You gotta. That's the unofficial is probably 5 points out, but
unofficial
you are.
is 5 points.
There's
but
potential for penalties and stuff like that as well. There's a
Exactly.
lot of things that can happen. But like I said, this is going to be your 5th place finisher, Dylan Patterson. First off, Dylan, did you anticipate getting 5th tonight? Because I know you started off toward the back. Was that all by design, or did you just find speed at the end?
well, didn't qualify worth a dang. Heat race, couldn't find any speed. For the feature, got a hold of one of my teammates, Mr. James Murphy. He kind of helped me out to set up, or I should say, handed me a setup. And once I got around all of the BS in the back, it was just smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like for the first 30, 40 laps, you guys were saving a little bit. It's almost like, you learned a little bit from that last 75 lapper we did somewhere. Might ring a bell.
Yeah, it does.
A lot better when you save your tires, wouldn't you agree?
No, it's a lot better when you start in the back and you're forced to save.
Well, I mean, push comes to shove, tomato. Either way, it happened. But hell of a run by you nonetheless. You got any sponsors you like to thank?
First one's obviously going to be Twisted Speed. If you're looking for any type of setups that are always on dig every week, head over to twistedspeed.com. Give me 1 second. I think my other main sponsor is BER Clothing. They have partnered with me for my iRacing season. If you are looking for, I believe it's 10 or 15% off, just use Hoggins 15 at checkout. Again, it's going to be verclothing.com.
Perfect. And that's going to be our 5th place finisher, everybody. Unofficially, Dylan Patterson. He claims he's 5 points out of the playoffs. I think he might squeak in. I don't know. I kind of want to see how everything lines up. Like I said, took a step out of race control this season to broadcast, so I get to be a bystander and watch this with everybody. Dylan, I'm gonna go ahead and move you up in the Discord, and I will be up with everybody shortly.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right. Here we are. Now, what do we have next? What do we got going on after this? Like I said, it is the regular season finale. We are done with the regular season. It is over. It is playoff time. 12 cars are going to make it, and that's where it's going to matter. Is it going to be James Murphy? Is he finally going to get it done? Is Colton Zimmer going to be a back-to-back playoff champion for us for season 4 and season 5? Is Ty Williams finally going to sneak in and get his elusive championship? Is Brandon Marlowe going to avenge his season from about 3 seasons ago when he was runner-up as well? Is Michael Clark, the newcomer, going to make his way through, or is somebody else I didn't even name going to make it? There's honestly, between all 12 drivers, every single person could win this championship. Everybody gets a fresh, clean slate going into next week, and we're going to start with Lucas Oil. We got 2 races in our first round, and between those 2 races, we will cut our playoff drivers from 12 to 8. After that, we will have 2 more weeks for round 2, weeks 8 and 9. At that point, we will cut our playoff drivers from 8 to 4. And after that, we will take our championship 4 for a 100-lap showdown at where else? Fairbury. Fairbury will be the host of our championship site this season with a 100-lap race to determine who's going to take home all the marbles, the championship trophy, and be crowned our UNP Hustler third-party gaming champion. Ty Williams is going to win, maybe. He might. Who do you think's going to win, Zombus? I don't think you think it's going to be Ty. I think you think it's going to be someone else. Who do you think's going to get it? Dylan, do you think you're going to sneak in and get it? Who do you guys think? Go ahead and post it in the chat now, and we'll see you guys next week. Ah, it's great.